In this video, you'll witness the most complete and exclusive footage online of the Asmat tribe's traditional ceremony for welcoming foreign guests. As the plane slowly descended, I finally arrived in this land seemingly forgotten by the world. We've landed. The moment I stepped outside, my bodyguard was already waiting for me. Together with him, I headed to my local contact's home. His name is Adam, the same guy featured in one of my previous videos. I explained the purpose of my visit to him, and his response was that he wasn't entirely sure where this ceremony was still practiced. He said we'd need to speak with the local village chief. The meeting hall was a simple wooden structure. As soon as I walked in, I was greeted by the village chief. Because the room was quite dark, I couldn't clearly make out his face. After a brief introduction, I explained why I had come. He told me the place I wanted to visit was far away, deep within another river and rainforest region. Far from here, he would arrange for someone to escort me to another village. Then, through that village chief's contacts, I would be introduced to a tribe that collects argar wood. From there, local people would help me find a guy who could finally lead me to my destination. After hearing this incredibly complicated, I looked up and realized that the room was now packed with people. Their skin blended into the dim light, making it hard to see anything beyond their silhouettes. Some of them were even carrying traditional weapons. The village chief said he would soon arrange for someone to take me to the next tribe. My answer was simple: no problem at all. For one reason only. I value my life. After about an hour of travel, we arrived at the second village. I explained my purpose for coming here. The locals said they could take me to the Argarwood tribe. But first, they needed to prepare a boat and buy 150,000 worth of fuel. In a moment, I'll be boarding this boat, with 4 men escorting me to the Argarwood tribe. Okay, no problem. So, spend this, okay? Yeah. We're paying for 150,000 worth of fuel. Kamisa independent mana. No. Benzin. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. But just as I was paying for what we'd agreed on, less than a minute later, they immediately taught me a lesson. So this No. I clearly told them we'd agreed on 150,000 worth of fuel. In a situation like this, you simply can't give in. The deal changed in less than a minute. If I accepted that, the rest of the journey would be impossible. Apparently, the fuel payment wasn't enough to meet the boat captain's expectations. You could see the frustration on his face. At that moment, I was extremely uneasy. I had no idea whether I'd make it there safely, or if they might get upset and leave me stranded somewhere along the river. Fortunately, my worries were unfounded. After an hour on the river, we safely arrived at a small Argarwood harvesting tribe. The boat captain said, these people spend their lives deep in the rainforest. They're the only ones who know where the people I'm looking for live. This is a small floating tribe of just 28 people, and they make their living recovering sunken Argarwood year-round. I explained the purpose of my visit. He said he would immediately send his 2 sons to escort me. In a place like this, where people spend their lives traveling through dense rainforest, boats like these are essential. A new wooden boat like this, not including the engine, costs around 5 million locally. That's roughly 2,400 RMB. Conversation in local dialect. Finished, let's go. Conversation in local dialect. These guys were just figuring out how to squeeze more money out of me. First, they said they were hungry, and now they're claiming we're out of fuel. Before we left, I already gave them 50,000 worth of fuel money, which was more than enough. The place we departed from wasn't far from here at all. But this guy kept saying he was hungry, and the 3 of them started scheming together. claiming there wasn't enough fuel to reach the village. In reality, there was still plenty of fuel left. Conversation in local dialect. Then, they tried again, telling me we'd need to go into the village and buy more fuel. I said okay. Let's get there first and talk about it then. Maybe they realized I wasn't as easy to fool as they expected. So they decided to keep moving. Deep in the rainforest, I finally met the person I had been looking for. From there, I would continue the journey with him. After leaving the forest, we entered a wide stretch of river. Then two boats appeared ahead of us. On board were the Asmat people, whom I had spent countless hours reading about and researching. Rain was falling from the sky, and my guide kept shouting that we were visitors. But the two boats ahead showed no sign of stopping. The men at the boat kept waving their weapons, and for a moment it felt as though those weapons could be pointed at us at any second. Before I could even figure out what was happening, their two boats boxed us in from both sides. I felt both nervous and reassured, because deep down, I could sense they meant me no harm. This is the Asmat tribe's unique canoe welcome ceremony. Next, they will escort me to the center of the longhouse, because they believe the center is where the spirits of their ancestors gather and watch over them. They believe blessings and protection are shared here. That really had me sweating. They were incredibly welcoming. Ha ha ha. We're about to have a meal now. The local tribal leader is extremely hospitable. He roasted this banana for me. Now it's fully cooked. It tastes pretty similar to the ones I had in the previous village. Let me give it a try. It feels a lot like a sweet potato. Soft, starchy, and filling. The man behind me right now is taking me fishing. The boat we're using is incredibly small. It rocks constantly. I'm afraid to move too much. One wrong move and I feel like I'd fall straight into the water. Take a closer look at this hook. It's actually an old spark plug. A rusty spark plug at that. And they've attached shrimp bait to it. That wasn't far, was it? Ha ha. Ha. Got one. Whoa, ha ha. That's awesome, ha ha ha. How big is it? What kind of fish is this? What's it called? What on earth is that? Amazing, haha. Wow, it almost snapped the line. And with that speed, he's already hooked another one. Another one. Wow. Haha. He got another fish. Haha. I just asked him what this fish is called. I think it's Tian. Tian. Another bite. Whoa. What is that? That looks like a pig-nosed turtle. Oh my gosh. Don't worry. No more. Yay. Where are you going to do it? Yad. Okay. I don't dare. 1. 2. Got the hook out. Yeah. Ow. No. No. Oh man. Ha. Getting the hook out was no easy task. Good luck. Good luck. Ah. Okay. Come on. Now that we've got the footage, let's release it back into the wild. This uncle of mine keeps saying Mullo, Mullo. It basically means there is nothing left. Ha ha ha, alright then. If there's nothing left, then let's head back.